Saxon Algebra 1/2, Lesson 90. Greetings, students. Our topic today I misspelled it. Algebraic sentences. What? This is the beginning. This is the next step in the process we began a couple weeks ago where we're taking words and turning them into equations or expressions, right? Today we're going to make the jump into equations. This is more of what we were doing here, right? Where John gives us an expression and we change it into algebra. A number is 3. Oh, n equals 3. N is what we always use for a number, right? 5 more than a number is 9. N plus 5 equals 9. Twice a number is 11. Oh, that's multiplying. Twice means 2 times. 1 less than thrice. Oh, isn't he poetic? Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. Thrice a number would be 3 times. 1 less means subtract 1. And it is 14. The word is equal, it means an equal sign. 6 times a number increased by 5 is 17. Okay, so we can use these as our cues, but we're going to start actually writing these out as equations and solving them. So here comes the first example. The good news is the algebra should be really straightforward, the solving part. It's just the setting up that will be the challenge. So that's good. That's one nice thing that John does is he kind of, well, he baby steps us into it so that we don't lose our minds. The sum of twice a number and 42 is 128. Okay, let's break it down. The sum, okay, that means we're going to add twice a number and 42. The sum of twice a number and 42. What's hard about that is first it says sum, which means add, but we have to take into consideration the twice a number part before we add it to the 42. That's really hard. And I don't know any easy way to get you to know that other than to just say a lot of them start like that. Just keep practicing. The sum of twice a number and 42 is means an equal sign. You can take that to the bank. Is 128. The sum of twice a number and 42 is 128. Okay, there's the first one. You'll get better at these by practice. At first, they're just weird and hard. Okay, now the algebra part. It's a 3 friend situation here, so we send home that one first. 2n equals, let's see, that would be 86, right? Yes. And now BFF go home. N equals 43. That's correct. John likes to make the point that if you want, you can always check your answer by plugging this back in up here and making sure it works. I mean, yeah, that's perfectly true. That's true of any algebra equation where we solve for a number. You can always go back and check it. But why would you want to? I don't want to. I don't want to check my answer by doing all that work. I just want to look at John's answer and say, yep, there it is, good. But you can always check your answer if you want to. Good to know. Example 90.2. 27 less, okay, that means subtraction. 27 less than the product of 3 and a number is 144. Okay, 27 less means we're going to subtract 27 from something else. The product of 3 and a number, 27 less than the product of 3 and a number is equal sign 144. Sorry, I'm squishing this together. I know I keep saying it and writing it and not really explaining it, but you just have to kind of get the feel for it. Again, John has examples in here that you can use to kind of guide you through your steps. The way you will get good at this is by practicing. Let me just do it one more time. 27 less then the product of 3 and a number, product means multiplying, is 144. Now we do the algebra. Add 27 to both sides. That cancels. Oh, look, I didn't cancel that. Natalie Smith would be on me. 3n equals 171. And now we divide by 3. How many times does 3 go into 171? Well, I don't know right off. Let's find out. 171 divided by 3. 3 into 1, no. 3 into 17, 5 times. It's actually 15. And we get 21. Aha. So that means, I'll go back to the other page now. N equals 57. Is that the right answer? Yay. And again, John makes a big show of checking it. So in some problems, especially next year, there will be certain types of problems where in the instructions, John says, check your answer. And in those, yeah, we'll definitely check our answers. But in problems where John does not specifically say check your answer, you do not need to check your answer. Example 90.3, and this is the last one for this lesson. Four more, okay, that means plus 4, than the product of a number and 33. 4 more than the product of a number and 33 equals minus 95. 4 more than the product, that means multiply, of a number and 33 equals 95. Now let me just say that sometimes we will write this order, like I might have written it like this. 4 more than the product of a number and 33 equals minus 95. This is actually closer to the way the words work. This is perfectly fine. It doesn't look quite right because this is kind of out of order, right? Usually when we're multiplying a number of times a variable, we put the number first, like I did here. And I normally like to get the variable first and then put the plus or minus number after. And that's fine, but a lot of times you might see this first, right? This might be what you put down on your page first, and then you can go, oh, okay, so this is right, but I just want to rearrange it. And then from here, go, okay, I want this part to be first, and I want the 33 before the N, and then I'll add the 4, right? You can do that. That's perfectly fine. Write it weird and then fix it. I've done enough of these that I'm just kind of fixing it in my brain as I write it, but that's not necessarily the way you're going to think of it. You might see this first, and that is perfectly fine. Okay, now we solve. 33n equals minus John, you're a peach. You're just a peach. N equals minus 3, and that's the right answer. Yay. Okay, rely on the pages in your textbook to help you with this lesson. Again, there's the previous lesson that had a bunch of phrases in it. There's this lesson that shows these. And if you want to look back, these are the examples we just did. That can help you, again, connect the words to the equation. And John, I did these just like John did. John did them just like me. So that, here's the third one. So these are good resources too. If you have a problem you're trying to do and you can't figure it out, just look in here and see if there's one that is written in the same way. All right, that's lesson 90. I hope it makes sense to you. Thank you, bye.